This was me 4 years ago. I hated looking in the mirror, was so desperate to make friends, was so insecure I was afraid to even take up space in a room, always scared about what other people thought about me. From the most insecure person in the room to the girl my past self would look up to. This is how I transformed myself to become truly confident, radiate positive energy, develop self-worth, and learn to genuinely love myself. So first things first is to shift your perspective on confidence. It's your inner confidence that will radiate towards your outer confidence. So listen, y'all, I wish somebody told me this in high school, but this was me in high school.
Yes.
This is Lena, pre-puberty, pre-learning how to embrace my femininity. And I remember being in class and seeing the most beautiful, popular girls. And I remember thinking to myself, if I looked like them, I would be the most confident person in the room. No one can tell me otherwise. And I'll blame myself and say, since I wasn't pretty enough, that's why I was super insecure. But listen, confidence is a mindset. And I'm sure you heard this so many times already.
Shout out to the wizard Liz.
But it's true. You could be the most beautiful person in the world, but still be really insecure. Because, you know, past the looks, that gorgeous girl that you see on TikTok with, you know, with the incredible mom's body, you guys know what I'm talking about. Insane ratios, beautiful skin, perfect teeth. There's still someone out there that might see her and still think a different girl is prettier than her. And not just that, chances are that beautiful girl you see that looks perfect on TikTok, like the rest of us, scrolling through TikTok, comparing herself to other girls, what I really had to realize is past a certain point, if you're just an awful person, you know, just like an
awful, rude, nasty human being,
it does not matter how gorgeous you are, people are not gonna like you. The inner confidence, which is who you are on the inside, your character, your personality, your energy, that is what people will see radiate on the outside. Let's give you a little scenario, okay? So let's say tomorrow you wake up and you are Victoria's Secret, Miss Universe level gorgeous, okay? And then let's say you open up your phone, open Instagram, and someone comments on your photo.
You're ugly, your teeth are crooked, your nose is shaped weird.
Your confidence will literally plummet because your level of confidence is based on someone else's opinion. And when really your confidence should be based on your own opinion of yourself. Physical beauty is very subjective in that way. Some people might think you're gorgeous. Other people might think you're not. That's okay. So that's why I say that physical beauty is not strong enough grounds to base your confidence on. And I am not by no means the most confident person ever. I just know that from how I was before, a girl that hated looking in the mirror, starved myself constantly to be skinnier, thought I wasn't pretty enough to wear girly clothes or wear purses, was afraid to take up space in a room because I was always the only Asian in my friend groups, to who I am now, making YouTube videos, vlogging in public, showing you guys me waking up, no makeup, dried up drool on the side of my mouth. That growth says a lot, and that's where I stem my confidence from. And I remember 16, 17-year-old Lena, that extremely insecure, self-hating version of myself. It's no longer part of me, but a past version of myself that I worked years, mentally and physically, to become the person I am today. My inner confidence doesn't stem from the fact that I think I'm the prettiest person in the room, the smartest person in the room, the most successful. It's truly because I know I'm striving to become the best version of myself and the best version I can be. So right now I'm on my way to one of my favorite places to go to spend time by myself. It's called Sogno Toscano. It's a wine bar, but I mean, it's like the middle of the day, so I'm not gonna drink wine. Probably gonna drink like an espresso or something. But yeah, this is your sign to go take yourself on a date and spend time with yourself. So y'all, confidence comes from experience. It's really important to build up and develop your experience. So what I mean by this is to try to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. Put yourself in uncomfortable situations that you normally wouldn't. Go to that party and socialize. Go eat by yourself. Go work out in the weight room even though you might be intimidated. Growth comes from being uncomfortable. I know it's easier said than done, but honestly, life is way too short for you to be worried about what other people think of you and if people think you're weird. So I remember there was a time in college where I struggled so much with feeling lonely. I only had one friend at the time, Juan. Shout out to you, Juan. And I literally had to do everything with him. I had to eat with him, go to class together, bring him to do my laundry, literally everything. And as much as we loved spending time together, it was definitely unhealthy. And it came from me fearing being seen alone and just even being alone with myself and my thoughts because I just wasn't comfortable with myself and I wasn't confident in myself. So to kind of combat this, I started trying new things, getting myself out of my comfort zone, and especially forcing myself to do things by myself no matter how uncomfortable I felt. And this actually made me start loving being by myself and even looking forward to enjoying my own company and taking myself out. I also started forcing myself to try to talk to at least one new person a day, not even trying to make friends with them, but trying to get comfortable enough to socialize with people instead of just always keeping to myself. This will honestly help you build confidence and trust in yourself. Do better for yourself. Eat healthy, drink water, take vitamins, go out, take a walk, sunbathe. Start fixing things internally and you'll start to feel better and you'll gain confidence from the inside. When you feel satisfied with yourself, it'll be easier to be confident and go out, make new friends, be yourself. It's all about constantly trying to better yourself every day, even if it's by only 0.0001%. Once you start seeing the results of taking care of yourself, it becomes addictive. It also doesn't have to be some crazy hard healthy habit either. For example, I recently have made it a goal for myself to get my daily water intake in and make sure to stay hydrated. Putting lemon in my water used to feel like such a hassle, but now I genuinely look forward to drinking water in the morning, and I feel the difference it's made by implementing that healthy habit into my routine. I feel better doing it, giving me confidence from within. Speaking of staying hydrated and getting your water intake in, I'm so excited to be introducing today's sponsor of the video, Aquasana. Aquasana provides water filtration systems that provide maximum contaminant reduction while leaving beneficial minerals such as potassium, calcium, and magnesium. Also, I love the fact that their products are created with the environment in mind. All of their filter components are engineered with minimal waste. So this baby right here is called the Clean Water Machine. This thing transforms ordinary tap water into amazing tasting clean water at the push of a button. And listen, you guys, I've used other traditional water pitcher filters, and I remember I would get so frustrated because the water would take so long to filter out. But Aquasana's Clean Water Machine uses power for super fast and effective filtration, which is 5 times faster and tackles 15 times more contaminants than the leading pitcher. Also, one Clean Water Machine filter lasts up to 7.5 times longer than the leading pitcher, which means fewer filter replacements and amazing tasting water. By the way, setting this thing up was literally the easiest thing ever. I'm very much not an instruction manuals girly, okay? I always need help building stuff. It probably took me less than 10 minutes to set this whole thing up. So if you guys are ready to start drinking cleaner, healthier water, click the link below and use my code LenaLifts55 to get 55% off all filter orders, $49 and up, plus free shipping. And thank you so much to Aquasana for sponsoring today's video. So first things first, just your friendly reminder, stop the self-hatred talk. Would you talk to your best friend or your mom the way you talk to yourself? Oftentimes, we are our own worst critic. I know I definitely am. I can think of a million things I don't like about myself. It's really easy to think of things we don't like about ourselves than what we love. But I bet you if you were to ask any of your loved ones, your mom, your sister, your best friend, your cat or dog, what they love about you, they can list a million things that they love about you. Also, I heard this advice on TikTok once that really stuck with me, and it was to put a photo of your younger self on your mirror so that every time you look in the mirror, it's a reminder to be kinder to yourself as if you're looking and talking to your younger self. So treat yourself and talk to yourself as if you're talking to your younger self, and tell yourself that you're beautiful, strong, confident, worthy, successful. Keep on telling yourself these things, write down the affirmations, do what you gotta do to believe the words that are true. There's this quote that I love that I found when I was in college that really helped me when I first started my fitness journey, and it is work on you for you. The minute you stop caring about what other people think of you, that's the minute you start caring for yourself. And this quote, work on you for you, made me realize that a truly confident person doesn't need to prove anything to anyone. And you know, sometimes if you have to fake it sometimes, that's okay. Keep faking it and keep doing it and showing up for yourself until it becomes second nature to you. So for example, okay, when I first started working out, I started my fitness journey, I don't even know how many times. Okay, I can't even count because that's how many times I've tried and failed. But it was because all those times that I tried and failed is because I wanted to work out and lose weight just so that other people would tell me that I look pretty or that I lost weight. And when you start working out for other people and not yourself, chances are you're gonna fall off. The whole idea of confidence, honestly, is trusting and valuing yourself. Okay, this is low-key a hard pill to swallow and it's gonna be a little harsh, but hear me out. No one is going to show up for you the way you can and will show up for yourself. You have to be your own biggest cheerleader. You have to tell yourself you're killing it, you're doing amazing, I'm so proud of you. You gotta cheer yourself on, hype yourself up. Figured I'd talk to you guys from out here because it's a beautiful day. The lighting, impeccable. I also brought Miss Pika with me. She's just chilling. For those of you who never met Pika, this is Pika.
Oh my god, I have mad cat hair on my shirt.
So my next confident tip is to stop being a people pleaser. Instead of focusing on whether they like me, because that can change how I act, and I also tend to overthink when I think that way, I just focus on genuinely getting to know the person, what they like to do for fun, their passions, where they're from. Humans are honestly so interesting. They're all so unique and individual. So if you really take the time to actually get to know somebody on a deeper level than just getting them to like you, you'll get to learn more from people and about yourself even. I feel like conversations are just more fulfilling that way. Even if you talk to somebody and you don't end up being friends, that's fine. You still got to interact with that person. Listen, I used to be the biggest people pleaser, especially like middle school, high school Lena. That is literally how I made my friends. I literally wanted people to like me so bad that I let people disrespect me and bully me. So coming from a huge people pleaser, I'm still unlearning a lot of things that I used to do in my past. But one thing that really helps is that your mission when you interact with people is not getting them to like you. You have to think, do I even like them? By the way, as a former people pleaser, I wanted to give you a little bit of advice on how to interact with people who are used to you being a people pleaser. What you need to do is set boundaries. To give you guys an example, so in college, I had a friendship with this person. She was in a friend group that I was in. You guys know when a friendship over time just kind of gets sour, you both are holding resentment towards each other. It's like a lot of tension between you guys. So that's basically what was happening. She was also a roommate of mine at the time. So literally every single time I would come home, she would straight up ignore me, or when I would be like, hey, and she would literally be like, hi, and just walk into her room. She would make some rude passive-aggressive comments in front of other people, and I would just take it. And that was part of me being a people pleaser, and also because I felt guilty for some of the things that I did in the friendship. So I thought that I deserved that treatment. Long story short, we're not friends anymore, and I wish her nothing but the best, but something I really regret in that friendship is not setting boundaries with this person, because she continuously tested me each and every time she was saying a rude comment, each and every time she ignored me, each and every time she was even aggressive towards me. I just let it slide. When that happens, when you're a people pleaser and you really want this person to like you, you're gonna let things that shouldn't slide. So if I were to go back in time, I would set my boundaries with this person, and every single time she would say a comment in front of other people, I wouldn't just like laugh it off like I usually would. I'd be like, what do you mean by that? Why'd you say that? I don't think that's appropriate to say. Would appreciate if you don't say that again. And if you do, I will just remove myself from this situation here. It doesn't even need to be disrespectful, but just laying down those boundaries. Like, especially when they're being passive, to be like, what did you mean by that? No, explain it. Like, explain why you said that. And sometimes the response could be like, oh, you're being dramatic. I didn't even mean it like that, blah, blah, blah. All you have to say is, even though it wasn't your intention, I found it disrespectful, so please don't do it again. And if they do it again, peace out. I was so obsessed with wanting to have friends and being friends with them that I would just put up with disrespect. I have a lot less friends now, but I'm also a lot happier. When you start to respect yourself, other people start to respect you. And this is important in friendships. If you feel like right now in your friendships that you feel disrespected, please remove yourself from that friendship. They do not deserve you. They don't deserve your energy. They don't even deserve to be around you. You know, when I stopped being friends with people that were actively disrespecting me and stepping over my boundaries, not gonna lie, I felt lonely. Okay, I felt lonely for a while. After some time, I grew confidence, I started loving myself, I started spending time with myself, and that's when real friends started to show up. I believe in God, but if you believe in the universe, God will provide you the friends that you deserve and that deserve to be around you. So self-care, smell good, look good, wear that cute outfit that you always wanted to, do what you gotta do, okay? Like I said, your inner confidence is honestly what's most important, but it does help to take care of your outer too. And this is not in some vain materialistic way, it's about embracing your features, and it's part of taking care of yourself. God, the universe has blessed you with unique features and characteristics, okay? So embrace them and live your best life, sis. And last but not least, be humble. Confidence is not cockiness. I think it's just important to be self-aware and know that there's always something that you can learn from somebody else. You know, you don't know it all. I definitely don't know it all, okay? Be humble, be kind, be compassionate. This is how you become less self-involved and obsessed. Your humility is honestly what makes you human, and it helps you be compassionate to other people and see the humanity in them. You know, I know we all love to be a little delulu sometimes. I know I'm very delusional. I love to be the main character of my own story all the time. But it's just important to remember that truly confident people know that the world doesn't actually revolve around them. So it's not that we are perfect people or perfect looking, which makes us confident. It's the fact that we are willing to better ourselves as a person, even 0.0001% every day in some way. Whether that's being a nicer, friendly person, being selfless, showing up for ourselves, practicing a new healthy habit, etc. Confidence comes from you knowing who you are, your flaws and all, and loving yourself anyway. I love you all. I hope to catch you in my next video.
Taking a ride to join a lake 눈치 보면서 들어가